of my friends say, girl, you better take care.
Good evening, Self Community. How we doing? Glad y'all could drop in and have a chat with us. Remember to like, share, and subscribe to the channel, and tell others about it. We are coming a long ways, y'all. We're building up the subscribers. In the next 2 weeks, I'd like to hit 1,000 subscribers, and that would really bring joy to the channel. Tell others about it too, and if you can watch it through the entire video, it'll be greatly appreciated, because that builds up the algorithm for the channel. Hey people, we wonder why a lot of things are going in. Y'all can leave comments at the bottom. It's the way that the government has stepped in, and we talked about this a little bit before, and actually taking the rights of parents away from controlling the narrative of the family. Democrats don't want a man in the house. You see Obama talking about we need to experience a man, woman, whatever you call them, in the house, and we might can learn something from them. And this is good for us. Could teach us a thing or two. Well, if I gotta sit down and cross my legs like him and be a little putz, no, no thank you. I'd rather do it on my own, because I don't know how he's gonna fare in prison. They gonna love his little butt, you know what I'm saying? Because he done done a lot of things that deserve 100% in there. Let's take a look at this, people, and I'm gonna go through this and describe some of the things that are going on.
They sign a receipt and they take it all people stuff. Explain the tenants and let that go do.
Okay.
They're touching everything. It's real. Touching seven. So I have Ashley come up, and then Ashley comes up because she's my tougher big sister.
Well, I tell them to leave, and they start telling me they're gonna punch me.
Well, that's what they were saying.
I said, just do it. So then I take it out. I refund their thing. They're outside. They're banging on the windows, screaming. So then I go outside, and I'm like, "Now you're outside. You want to yell at them?" And let's go up.
Okay. So, are you a manager or anybody manage? What do you want to do? Do you want to press charge against them?
Absolutely.
You do?
Yeah.
Okay.
They gotta get back to me.
Okay.
I was trespassing. I asked them to leave. They threatened me.
Okay.
They threatened my staff.
Okay. What did they threaten you with?
To hit us, to punch us, to beat our ass.
All three of them did?
Yeah.
Okay. So we'll have to get a written statement from you guys. And then have you sign tickets since you're the manager. And we'll handle it. Okay.
I'll be fine. I can help you out. There ain't nothing else to talk about. So, goodbye. I'm cold. Come to court. It's cold.
Did you get their IDs?
Right.
Yeah, we do. They want to press charge against you, so yes.
Charges for what? We ain't doing that. We ain't been our hands on that. We press shit and you ain't doing that. So what you press charges for? Okay, so what did they press the charges for?
Aggravated menacing, trespassing.
Trespassing what? Trespassing. After trespassing, we can't already get these rules.
Because they asked you to leave, you just leave. Yep.
I'm not giving y'all. Great. Oh my God.
Get up. What do you need, Brad? What do you need? What do you need? Give me your hands. Give me your hands. Rip my fucking pants off. Fighting. Give me your hands.
We're pressing choice. Oh,
Yes, I got your back.
I got your Sherry. I got your shit. Drop my mama. We ain't no shit. We ain't no shit.
These two.
Where's my shoe at?
I'll get it.
Oh, he's pulling my arm.
It's still in the car.
Okay, so he's pulling my arm, sir. These things are too fucking tight, dude.
Don't fight it. It's fine.
I wasn't even trying to I was trying to grab workers all throughout the floor. Can you take this off a little bit? I'm done. I'm cool.
Once we can get to the car, sure. This one's fine. Where's your ID?
How have I, you know?
How old are you?
22. This was tight. It's squeezing me.
Don't fight.
Who did I fight? What random cameras? Like, all I did was try to grab for her.
Have cameras running.
So who did I ever swing on you? I've never swung on you, sir.
I said she's under arrest.
And I tried to grab her back. That's all I did.
You slammed the door on me.
How was she under arrest? All you said was you need IDs.
Then I said you're under arrest. And you got fighting.
I never swung on you.
And you pulled her. So you're gonna get another charge. You're obstructing official business. And you broke my shit. You ripped my badge off while we're fighting. I'll get it back to you. Get it.
You can have the shoes, sir.
Yeah.
It's over there.
It's a sandal. I think it's in the car. Yeah.
Wow.
Point. Fast.
Ouch.
Passenger side, right? You got anything on you?
No.
Let's go to the door jam. Let's check real quick.
Oh. I don't like this news.
All right, let's see. Let's see.
This is what's transpired. Being rude, excessive, cussing, in control, no respect. But when the hammer drops, oh my goodness, I've been wrong. Or you people are prejudiced. Or you people are framing me. Or you people are being legally wrong towards me. I haven't done anything wrong. You're taking advantage of the situation. This is what happens when parents don't teach kids to deal with altercations. You get more done with sugar than you do with spice or pepper. Walk away from the situation. Leave it alone. But they're such idiots. They sit out there in the car knowing you done created all this havoc in there, and there are cameras everywhere. Just like the donuts get out here on the street. One kid in California throwing the big old blocks at cars and stuff. Man, they got cameras everywhere, can get images of you. The same got there in 1950s and 60s. They got him. You're in jail. And they're going to start charging you little 15-year-olds, 14, 13, shooting. That's what I say in a minute. I just told you guys a couple of days back about an 8-year-old killing his grandmother. I don't play the radio with these fools. And then as soon as something happened to him, the parents want to prosecute you and stuff. He's a child. He's a child. You got my child in trouble. You should have trained him. You should have told me, because what am I supposed to do? I got a family and stuff I'm trying to take care of. I'm trying to work a regular job. You harassing me, giving me problems. I'm supposed to stand here because you're a child and let you take pop shots at me. No, I'm going to treat you like a full-grown adult. And this is what happens when government gets in and takes over. And the parent has no remorse, no control over it. Kids see lies every day. And all the people that they look up to, like you got Waters, an 84, 85, 86-year-old woman sitting there in Congress lying her behind off. And this is grandma doing this. Talking about fight, take it to the streets and stuff. When she need to be sitting down, putting some denture cream on her teeth, trying to eat some corn cob. We all have a place in this world. And you can live in that spot very economically, very well. There's no slavery or nothing involved in it. But you want to get out here and spread the narrative of lies. Letitia James, don't think none of this stuff is going to come back. That old Jack Frost guy, the attorney, all that spying on 100 and something phones of the Congress, all in people's homes, all in their business. Spying on all Republicans. But what happened to the Democrats? I ain't heard nothing of him spying on them. No one's above the law. No, you meant to say ain't no Republicans are above the law. They ruined the FBI. Nobody believes in that crap. CIA, you be crazy to believe in it. Dirty cops everywhere. And now it's hard to pick out who's good and bad, because everything's gone haywire. You got somebody trying to straighten it out. Best thing y'all can do, because you want to keep it going and keep the slush fund going, the money going. Hey, let's put something out on, let's put a hit on him. Everybody's got a hit on them. What are y'all, mafia or something? I don't even call them Democrats, they mafiats. They don't like something, they put a hit on you. And then they criminalize the law against you. Let's take a look at this, y'all. It goes on and on.
In a meeting with about 30 or 40 House Democrats on Thursday, organized by the Democratic Whip, Congresswoman Catherine Clark of Massachusetts, Democratic pollster Molly Murphy and the former director of Biden's Office of Management and Budget, Shalonda Young, basically made the argument that Democrats are winning this debate when it comes to the government shutdown and what Democrats say they are fighting for in terms of not voting for the government to reopen until Republicans allow an extension of the subsidies for Obamacare so as to stave off the up to 26% increase in premiums that is about to happen. So first of all, the overall number is that more people, according to the data presented, blame President Trump and the Republicans for the government shutdown. But beyond that, perhaps most significantly, when asked to make a choice, which is more important, reopening the government or preventing huge increases in health insurance premiums for more than 20 million Americans, a substantial majority went with the preventing huge increases in health insurance premiums for more than 20 million Americans. It wasn't even close. The basic argument from the pollsters, one of the attendees told me, is, quote, healthcare is the right fight in this moment. People still feel more pain and impact of higher healthcare costs than impact from the shutdown. Now that's as of now, and this weekend we know that food stamps, SNAP benefits are going to cut off, so that's 42 million Americans who will be affected by that, even though there is a contingency fund that the Trump administration and the Department of Agriculture could use to pay for those funds that they're not going to use the money to pay for. But regardless of that, that is one of the reasons why Democrats feel as though they are doing the right thing and that their voters are supporting them when it comes to this fight. And also voters in the center and independents, according to this polling, are supporting them, and Democrats are also making headway when it comes to which party is perceived as fighting to lower costs. So that's what is motivating Democrats in the presentation made Thursday. In a meeting with about 30 or 40 House Democrats on Thursday, organized.
You see what he's talking about? They feel that they are winning. In their mind, these people are so disillusional. In their mind, they're winning. And people are voting for them. They're up, per se, winning. And they thought they would hurt Donald Trump, but Donald Trump is up in scale. People are seeing clearly through it. And it don't even take a dog, a mangy dog at that, a monkey, a kitty cat. All these animals are smarter than Democrats, and y'all get mad if you want to. Because they can sit down and see it is the same CR bill they've been signing. Same one. And they say at all costs, keep the government up. But then they sitting there and outright lying to your face, people. This is what gets me repeatedly over and over and over. And these are some mean, nasty, hateful people. Don't forget when a little young man with brain cancer stood up. What evil, I was done with them then. What a group of evil people. You can't even stand up for a child that's been fighting all of this. There's no remorse there. And then y'all chopped it off with Charlie Kirk. What kind of people are we dealing with? You know what I'm saying? And that's what I'm telling you guys. You know, what are we dealing with? This is non-human, non-caring, non-belief. God's nowhere inside of them. They made that very clear. You know what I'm saying? None of that presides in them. They lie, they steal. They lie, they steal, and you know they steal. They cheat, and thank God for Elon. You can get dislike me if you want to, and for Trump News and all my brothers and sisters out there in podcasts who are spilling the truth, and y'all keep it up. Spilling the truth, and it's putting a curve in their game. It's putting some shame in their game. And they don't like it. They don't like it 1 minute. And like I told you, woke is a wrong objective with knowledge and establishment. Woke, wicked, obsessed, knights of evil. Woke, withholding open knowledge to educate you. Woke, wicked, obsessed, killing economists. Woke, just plain old wrong. DEI, and that's another one they got. Distracted evil individuals. DEI, devils with educated information. DEI, demonize uneducated influencers. Woke, wicked, obsessed, knights of evil. I like that one. I came up with that one. I said, ooh, that hit me like a ton of bricks, y'all. And let me tell you something, y'all. I did a little research. We're going to get to it. Chuck Schumer, Dollar Tree King, Waters, Watermelon Heads, Shifty Ship. You got all of these Pocahontas, Warren, Pocahontas, all of them. They can get away legally with lying to your face. We'll touch on it. Because Scout community trying to figure out how can they get away with this all the time without it being treason. Because if you lie to the courts, to them it's perjury. But they lie to us, it's all right. And at least half of y'all to believe in this crap. But let's take a look at this piece of work here. Now, this is the lyingest person I have seen in my life. All of them lie, but you know what? They're all pretty even. They all lie. I'm gonna take that back. Let's look at it. Let's take a look. And this Mr. Schumer. I want to make his screen wide so we get a good view of him. This is your boy Schumer. So let's check it out.
We need 5 Democrat senators to pull their heads out of their and go work for the United States.
Yes, sir.
Republicans in Congress trying to smack some sense into Democratic leaders for keeping the government shut down.
Let's check that
Now
out
on
again,
day
y'all.
29.
I like it.
We need 5 Democrat senators to pull their heads out of their and go work for the United States of America.
Republicans in Congress trying to smack some sense into Democratic leaders for keeping the government shut down. Now on day 29, as some big deadlines loom, the troops are on the verge of missing a paycheck.
And that's a Democrat said
food
that.
stamps is set to run out this week, and Democrats are refusing to budge because it's easier to blame the orange man.
On Saturday, for the first time in American history,
Lying.
a vicious, heartless president is cutting off food stamps. This president is a liar. He says there's no money to provide food stamps because of the shutdown. That's
Donald Trump is trying to weaponize power to pressure people on Capitol Hill.
They're banking on Republicans getting the blame if food banks start overflowing, but CNN's data guru says not so fast.
Republican Congress's net approval rating versus pre-shutdown. It's rallying the base for sure. Look at this, the net approval rating up 12 points versus pre-shutdown. But it's not just with the base, it's also with the middle of the electorate. Look at this, among independents, it's up 8 points as well. So it's not a situation here where Republicans with the shutdown are actually rallying their base, but it's also something that's not hurting them with the folks in the middle. If anything, it's helping them with folks in the middle.
You know, Dana, I think the Dems could have gotten away with the shutdown as the Republicans' fault before Musk bought X. But the population is too savvy, so if you say, they create the House and Senate, a 10-year-old can easily refute that by just saying, no, you need 60, and that's on the Democrats.
And the Democrats, I think the Republicans have a very simple message. The Democrats shut down the government, the Democrats could reopen the government. That's the bottom line. So I think it was a little jarring this morning to realize that 1 in 8 Americans are still needing the supplemental nutritional supplement. Now that is something I think post shutdown, maybe we should all talk about.
You should look into who's getting them, what proportion of the party they belong to.
And also the people that are desperate, that do need it. Like,
versus those who don't.
Figure out a way, like with some more economic growth, like where's that plan? So I do think the polling shows that it's hurting Democrats. It's actually hurting Schumer, and his polling numbers were low to begin with. It's sort of ironic, too, that the Democrats all say that Trump is a wannabe dictator, he's a fascist, and they say that he needs to share, no kings. But yet, now they're saying he's the only one that could reopen the government. They could actually reopen the government, they could do it tomorrow. Senator Thune that was the most animated I have ever seen, that very calm Midwestern guy. He's mad, he said we've tried to do what they want to do 13 times. There was a senator on today that said don't let the Democrats vote piecemeal, and I think that that's the right tact.
Emily, it's day 29. It's getting pretty bad. Jerry Nadler is now buying generic diapers. So bad. But do you think that it feels like the key to the Democrat success is other people's suffering. They're basically taking their own constituency and holding them like in this kind of like threat, I don't know what you call it. Hostage. Thank you.
Anytime. Yeah, I think it's an abomination because they're doing that from the safety and comfort of their own offices while they're enjoying their paychecks. Yes. They are enjoying as well, for example, the protection by certain officers and Secret Service, let's say, they're not getting their paychecks. And I spend a lot of time, with my friends and my family talking about this because I see, for example, a friend of mine, Secret Service, who has a new baby at home, and that's a primary income family coming from his paycheck. So what's happening? They're dipping into their savings. Their savings isn't high yield. So they're losing that interest that they've accrued, and now sure, they're going to get, they'll be paid, but that's not the same thing. It actually doesn't account for the momentum that they were already getting in their accounts. Another married couple, friends of mine, are both, one is a contractor for the government, which, by the way, represents almost 4 million Americans, and the other was just about, she had accepted a contract with the government. Well, that first one has now had to totally dip into her PDOs, her paid time off, to get paid, because in the contractor situation, it's not a definite that you get your paycheck again. And the other one, guess what she did? She rescinded her contract with the government, completely withdrawing, saying, you know what, I actually can't be a nurse for the government anymore, because if this happens again, we can't feed our family because both paychecks are dependent on this. And that's just the tip of the iceberg, right? I come from a family where thankfully one of us gets paid elsewhere so that our money together combined can account for the other loss of a paycheck. So the realities of this go so much further than everyone who's fixated on Trump. It makes me sick that Schumer and Hakeem Jeffries are fixated on Trump, and they should be fixated on Americans, the federal administration, those employees that are going to work day in and day out and still not getting a paycheck and suffering because they are just caring about their dopamine clicks.
Joey, I think when you look at that polling, I feel like part of that is due to after the Biden cover-up, no one feels compelled to take the word of Democrats or the media. They've lost credibility. So they're just, if they're blaming the Republicans, people are going like, well, then it can't be the Republicans' fault.
Yeah, this is one of those things that's always hard for me to put myself in regular folks' shoes because I worked on the Hill and I nerd out on the process, the legislative process, and I can talk to folks and hear.
I can't even make a joke.
No, I'm sorry. I was just excited to talk about that. I talk the way I do, and I make jokes, and sometimes I have to remind people, actually, I'm kind of smart. I just want to start that way, but like when it comes to this government shutdown, Americans are sitting there going, wait, hold on. Two things are true, right? You can fund the government the same way it was funded for 7 weeks, and then the president said he would negotiate with you on the health care stuff before that time limit comes up. Why is that a bad deal? Why doesn't that work for you? And why doesn't it work for them? Because they don't think they'll win that negotiation either, and that's the problem. When Chuck Schumer stands up there and he uses cuss words, what he's really saying is, every opportunity I've had to advocate for my constituents that want the policies I advocate for, I've failed at this entire time. And this is my last opportunity to get anything I would like to get done because I'm not very good at my job anymore, and this is all I have. And in the meantime, people who vote for him are hurting, and I don't see why they would swing towards supporting what he's doing. On the SNAP thing, just real quick, almost $700 million of $8 billion a month comes to New York for SNAP. That's almost 10% of the country's SNAP comes to New York. And that's before Mamdani becomes mayor of this place. I mean, I think you said a few seconds ago, why are people on SNAP? Why do they continue to need to be on SNAP? And maybe it does need things like work requirements. Work requirements that are so difficult that if you're under the age of 64, or if you have a child over the age of 14, 80 hours a week, you have to look for a job, train for a job, or volunteer. Oh my God, I don't know how anybody could do that.
How many of that goes to illegals? Do we know? I don't know. I'm sure it's out there.
So if you're illegal, you could have a legal baby. Right?
Yeah.
So that's
yeah. So Jessica,
Or an American citizen.
can you tell me how this is the Republicans' fault? I'm asking for a friend.
I'm glad that you saw my tweet. There's 3 million nasty people on the internet, but I knew exactly what I was saying. The point is that with great power comes great responsibility. I heard that once in a great Spider-Man movie. And Republicans are in charge. They're not 60 votes in charge, but they've got a majority of the way there. And when you are in charge and you don't have all the votes that you need, it is incumbent upon you to make a deal with the people whose votes you need. And based on prior voting for CRs, you know that there are moderate Democrats who would certainly be willing to have a conversation with you if you would do that properly timed, not open up the government and then make the same promises that they have for months. I mean, this has been going on since the big, beautiful bill was signed, that they've been saying, yeah, we want to do something on ACA premiums, and then they keep kicking the can down the road. We know that Harry Enton is about to, maybe while we're speaking right now, there will be another clip with the reverse story out about what's going on, and so I'll do the work for him. Harry Enton put up the Navigator survey, which shows that the American public is blaming the Republicans by 14 points down. It was just 10 points last week. The story about Democrats cutting off SNAP benefits and that we're the heartless ones and Mike Johnson feels terrible is how you say BS. Mike Johnson, in his beautiful bill, $186 billion gone from the SNAP program, and in the 2018 shutdown, Donald Trump made sure that people got their SNAP benefits because he knows that it's important, and that's why Josh Hawley wants to have a standalone bill about SNAP. Josh Hawley, who also wants a standalone bill to make sure that people get their Medicaid coverage back because the big, beautiful bill takes it away. So, Gregory, that is how I have shown you that my tweet wasn't dumb, that I'm not dumb, and that this is the Republicans' fault. If you are in charge, you have to negotiate, and just saying over and over, we need to open the government, and then we promise we'll do it.
Translation, we have to negotiate, meaning we have to give in to you.
You have to give something. That is how this works.
I think...
And what are you planning on giving?
Just allowing this to happen is a cooperation. You guys have to actually somehow stop lying to us about these benefits.
Nothing that I have said is a lie. Nothing at all. If you get 90% of the big, beautiful bill, and you have to protect Americans' health care, which, by the way, they'll reward you at the polls. Because guess what? People like to have health care coverage, and they don't want to see their premiums go up 114%. You will be thanking me. You will not be mocking me. You will be bowing down at my altar. Not the fact that I saved your party.
Yes.
We know how this ends. When it first started, I said, we all know how this is going to end. It will end with the Democrats caving. The pain is optional. They continue the suffering.
Ooh, I like the way you say that. Hey, I'm Dana. The pain is optional. You go sit over there. I'll be back in 5 minutes.
Don't come out of your...
People, this Jessie lady is as dense as they come. We don't have to give in and do anything that's hurting the American public, that's taking away from the American public. And I want y'all to check something out. Democrats, Republicans, they, you know, if you go into the Senate and you lie, you're committing perjury. And that can be a third-degree felony or whatever. But if they lie to us under Article S6C 131, y'all look that up, debate clause, they are allowed to outright lie to you about something or about what's happening. It's being a speech or a debate, and the senators and representatives have therefore been accorded, meaning that they extended beyond their literal construction. And they are, despite uncertainty of the margins, establish a clause that independent legislate, that the members of Congress and aides have immunity from criminal prosecution or civil suits that stem from acts that are taken within the legislative. Well, why is that? This is a law that needs to be looked into. And I was looking at Schumer sits there, him and Jeffrey Dollar Tree, and outright lied to the public. And some of us aren't quick enough or will not fact check things. Well, he said it, I know the Congress wouldn't lie to me, well, they're not supposed to, but they lied to you. And henceforth you have all these people believing that. Look that up, people, and read it. It's a little bit to read, but it's Article S6C131, Overview of Speech or Debate Clause. And it's not cool. I'm gonna leave y'all with one thing. And I was telling you before about saving and having money put up. And this young lady here almost brings a tear to your eyes. Just her and her son. And anybody can do it, people. And I've been talking this from day one. So don't sit there and tell me you can't save $20, $10 for yourself. Put all your eggs in one basket. Like that one family, both of them are working for the government. The lady says she can't be a nurse for them. She's got to go do something else because both of their checks depend on that. And that was a smart move to get out of it, no matter what it's paying. But let's look at this.
I stopped going out dancing, I stopped getting my nails done, stopped getting my hair done, and every 2 weeks when LA Unified paid me, I wrote a check to my dream, and I wrote in the memo line, funding my dream. And I would mail the check to the bank, Wells Fargo. And I mailed a check to myself every 2 weeks for 3.5 years. My family thought, that I was smoking on drugs. Like, she ain't going out, she eating biggies and weenies always. We think she on drugs, but she not getting any smaller, so maybe not. And I went to the bank after 3.5 years. This is the story you're talking about. I walked to the bank, I said, I'm just gonna check and see where that account is, because I wouldn't open the statements, because my mother used to say when I was growing up, girl, this money burn in my pocket. And I'm like, I think money hot, and it goes, thank you so much, and it goes away fast, so I'm not gonna open a statement, because I don't want to know how much money I have, because I didn't have a healthy relationship to money. I didn't even know a relationship with money. So while I'm at these trainings, they just kept saying save. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna save. I didn't need the money that I was writing checks for, because it was the money I used on my nails and my hair. And then every check I wrote to myself, I made a challenge with myself that it had to be 5% more than the next check. Wow. Than the previous check. So I didn't really know how to calculate the 5%. So I'm like, well, I'll just add $30. I'll just add $60. I really didn't know anything about it. Then I went out and got a second job. And I started working in the evenings, less on my business and more on jobs, so I could write a bigger check. So I learned how to live on $31,000. That's all I was living on, $31,000. We could make it, we got it. I sold my Altima. I had at the time, I bought an old Ford Explorer. You know, I just skinny down. I moved out of my 3-bedroom house. I moved in with a roommate. She smoked even, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna put towels under the base of the door. Y'all, you gotta be inconvenienced. I put towels on the base of the door so the smoke wouldn't come in the room with me and my son. We slept side by side in the same bed. Went from a 3-bedroom, 3-bathroom house, 2-story, to a roommate, because I was willing to write a check to fund my dream, and I kept writing, funding my dream, funding my dream, funding my dream. And I walked into Wells Fargo 3.5 years later, and I gave her my name. I said, hi, my name is Lisa Nichols. She's like, you done funded my dream, lady. I was like, yeah. So all these tellers came running around. The manager came around, because I guess everybody processed a check or two. And they're like, we all been wondering. Like, everybody wants to know, what's the dream you funded? And I was like, I don't know. It's gonna cost some money. I think I got a little money now. living the dream. And so I said, I just came to get my balance and to see where it is, because I haven't opened any of the statements. They were like, what? I said, no, I haven't opened any of the statements because money burns my mama's pocket, so it might burn my pocket, so I don't want to spend it. So she wrote the balance down. You know how they write the balance down, and she turned it and passed it to me, and I looked at it, and I said, no, ma'am, my name is Lisa Shante Nicholas. This is my social security number. I don't even want that money because y'all gonna want it back, and I don't want to get in trouble, so can you just give me my account? You know, because I didn't know anyone in my family that had $5,000 in their account, $10,000 in the account. So when you write down that I have $62,500 in my account, that's not mine. And so they all teared up, like everybody started crying. They're like, no, it's yours. I looked down at my son, Jelani, who was 5 years old now, and I said, Jelani, I think life is going to change for you and Mommy. My son said, Mommy, can we finally go to McDonald's? I stopped going out.
See, people, Big Daddy ain't lying to you. All my peoples, black, white, Mexican, whatever, Puerto Rican, Japanese, you ain't got to be rich, but you got to have the will, and you got to be in control. And like she said, you're going to be an inconvenience sometime. Been there, done that. I stayed in the shop for 6 months because I was working on my car and stuff, working at a retail store. It was $179. Why pay $1,100? Just got divorced. Didn't have to do that. That's great. I made it work. And I got where I didn't even want to leave. Hot showers, learn to get too big, 50-gallon plastic drums. Built a rod on the end, so I had a pump. I could get a hot shower, cleaned up, put a mattress in the back of my Suburban, had a big shop fan there, rolled the back window down, turned the fan on, had plenty of air, ate good, had microwave in there. Used to grill when everybody left the shop, walk right outside the door and grill me some chicken or whatever. Had a good life. And save money out of this world. It can be done. And you have to have that dream. A man without a dream is a man without sustenance. A man without sustenance has no will. You got to set some perimeters that you want. So all this listening to people about what you can't do, people lying to you. Let me tell you something, this world has really changed. It's not an honest world no more. If somebody's talking to you 9 times out of 10, they lying to you. And that, you can take that to the bank. That can be your mate. I know, been there. That can be your friend. People are jealous of you. People dislike you. People say something good in front of your face and turn around and cut your throat. And that's why I'm trying to build a stealth community, a true channel. We get true people here where we talk, we debate, we discuss, and I want it to get big as it can get. One of my main dreams with the channel is to get it big enough to where my members on me, even if I have to pay for your fuel, can come meet. We can have a big barbecue, sit down and talk, enjoy ourselves. Everything on Big Daddy. And this is a vision that I have, this is a dream I have, and I'm in full control of it. And I'm pushing the narrative to do it. People, we just started a month and 2 weeks ago. We already pushed out 110 videos. I don't know how many hours we got so far, but believe me, I'm not getting paid 1 penny for this. All the props, the sign, big money. And I do it to reach that audience, to reach my people, to talk to them, because I see a distress point waving in front of us. I see people lying. I know what's happening in this world. Things are going to get hard. And it helps to have someone to talk to. It helps to have someone guide us. It helps to be able to reach out to someone that's got the same objective that we do, that are striving for the same thing. I love y'all. And on this note, let no one deter you or get you off your dreams. I'm here with you. I'm a big boy. I got big shoulders. First, fall on God. God won't let us take no more than what we can take. Then fall back on Big Daddy. And I'll do everything I can to help me and mine. Y'all are part of me, a part of the family, a part of the association, and we got a dream. And I'm going to tell you, like ISC is right, what we got to do to achieve it. Like I said, downsides. Yeah, we can be inconvenienced a little bit, but we have some money. Black people, we only hold 3% of the wealth in America. That's crazy. My white people, my Puerto Ricans, all the rest of my family, a lot of us in the same boat. White, black, green, brown. It don't matter because things are hard. The dollar don't value nothing. So let's keep pushing. It takes money to make money. Don't let nobody tell you different. Let's invest. Let's do things that's going to up the antidote for us. Hey, this is Stealth Community, and no one loves you or cares about you more than this channel. Make this your channel. Tell your friends, tell your girlfriend, tell your mom, tell your dog. Make him bark. That this is the place to be. Big Daddy, I'm your navigator, but I don't think I know it all. Y'all teach me, and I'm going to try and teach y'all. I'm not. Everything I say is not right, but I'm willing to learn. Subscribe to the channel, y'all. Tell others about it. Give it a thumbs up. We're trying to reach at least 1,000 people in 2 weeks, and I know y'all can do it. Let's come close, but I know we can get it. And let's show ourselves we got a dream, and we committed to it. See y'all on the next one.